People Sun Show Saturday afternoon. How y'all feeling? What we doing? What we doing? What we grown woman don't try me is in the house. How you feeling, ma? How you? Stacey White coming through. How you feel? All right, this is what we talking about, y'all. So here it is. We talking about. Listen, I love my baby, but I don't know if I trust him enough to. I don't know. So what we're gonna talk about today? What we're gonna talk about today is when you really, really love somebody, when you really, really are feeling them, when you really have a good situation going, but they may ask you to do some things that you're uncomfortable with. They may ask you to do something that you really don't want to do, and you want to accommodate them, but not at the expense of changing who you are or letting go of something that's important to you. You know, you might not really want to get into that. So most of us have probably been put in that situation, whether it's a brand new love that's really hot and heavy and, you know, unfamiliar, or whether you've been with somebody for a long time and really should have established trust with them, but maybe they've been doing something that has kept you from being able to give your trust to them fully. So what we gonna do is 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 what we go. Yo, I love my baby, but I don't wanna do nothing that's gonna play me. I love my baby, but I don't wanna do nothing that won't save me. I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool. I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool. I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool, cause getting played like a sucker really ain't cool. I said I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool. I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool. I love you, but I don't wanna be a fool, cause getting played like a sucker really ain't cool. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm feeling you too. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm feeling you too. I said I love you, but there's something I won't do, cause there's something I can't do. There a couple of things, we ain't breaking down barriers. I ain't trying to get bit out there like a terrier. I am a carrier of a lot of positive things, but I ain't ready for the ring. I said, love and trust, baby. Yeah, love and trust, baby. Love and trust, baby. Let's drive me crazy. I said I love you, but I don't want to be a fool. I love you. Don't want to be a fool. I love you, but I don't want to be a fool. Just getting played like a sucker ain't cool. I love you, but I don't want to be a fool. I love you, but I don't want to be a fool. I love you, but I don't want to be a fool, cause getting played like a sucker ain't cool. Yo, I met you on a Saturday should I say afternoon, and I had a lot going on at the time. I wasn't looking for nothing, but it fell in my Latin. I'm on some other stuff, and I'm trying to make sure that I make my life less tough. And you have given me a lot, and a lot more is probably coming. So I had to start drumming. And since we are both here, you've earned a right to get called my dear. And let me make it clear, we got a future, but I wouldn't put a gun in your hand, so I shoot you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I love you. I love you, baby, but I don't know if I trust you enough to blah, blah, blah. Now, we have a whole lot of things. Let me just ask y'all something straight out the gate. Straight out the gate. Does love and trust automatically go together for you? Because for some people it might, and for some people it really might not. Does love and trust automatically go together for you? And let me ask you a point blank question. Think about the person that you are either with or that you have been with before. Do you love them enough and trust them enough to let them do something that you may not be comfortable with, like blindfold you or put you in bondage? How many people are in love enough and are trusting enough to let somebody tie their hands while their hands are untied. I mean, it may sound like a small thing, but it will let you know out the gate where you are with somebody as far as trust is concerned. And you may not be in a place with somebody as far as trust is concerned as you think you are. Do you love and trust somebody out the gate enough to let them tie you up, tie you to a bed, tie you to a fence, tie you to whatever, either handcuffs or, letting them, hog tie you or something like that? Let's start off there. Since we're talking about I love you, but I don't know if I trust you enough to blah, 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 blah. How y'all feeling, man? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. You already know. Y'all already know. So out the gate, like your trust may involve telling somebody about you, telling somebody something about your past, something about your family. Some of these things are very sacred because they may have had an impact on the way that you act today, the way that you feel today, and the things that you do. And you may not want somebody to be able to enter that part of your world yet. You may not be comfortable with somebody to the point where you're ready to just go ahead and give them your debit card. How about that? Comfortable and trusting enough with somebody to give them the keys to the safe, the combination to the lock. What's up? What's up? What y'all know? What y'all know? What we doing? Dawn Drummond, what's up? What's up, my G? What's good? Good to see you. Without a doubt. And Dimples D's, what up, Dimples? Dimples D's is all up in the house. Good to see you. And Cheryl Halsey, great to see you always, all the time. Good looking out, grown woman. Don't try me. Okay. All right, Dawn, you out? All right. Well, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. You know, I mean, it's Saturday afternoon. People have things to do. Stacy said freaky, huh? I mean, some people may call that freaky, and some people may call it, I don't know. That might be a red flag for somebody because, when you really think about it, why would somebody need to tie you up? Now, many couples do it, I imagine. And I would imagine that people who aren't couples do that shit. I mean, people are into bondage. Bondage is different from like BDSM. Well, it kind of all goes into it, but some people like to be beat. But we ain't going there yet. Because I don't know if you have to trust somebody in order to let them put their hands on you, or a whip, or a paddle, or something like that. I don't know if that involves trust, but it could. It definitely could. I'm gonna have to watch my mouth today. I'm gonna have to think about the things that I say for a minute. But yeah, love. Do you trust somebody in order to let them tie you up? Because first of all, if somebody asks to tie you up, you probably are thinking, well, wait a minute, what are we doing the tie up thing for? Like, have we had this conversation yet? Are we on the same page with what happens when you tie somebody up? How long have we known each other? How long do you need to know somebody before you let them tie you up? No, really. How long do you need to know somebody before you allow them to take a rope or some type of cloth or some straight handcuffs? Or to the bed, on some old, all right, baby, what's going on? You know what I mean? Because not having the use of your arms or legs or whatever is very incapacitating. And I don't know, you into what you're into, but I don't know if that sounds all that sexy to me. but it might to some people, and evidently it does to some people. BDSM, bondage. What is it? Wait a minute. Yeah, bondage. What's the D? What's the D? Bondage. Sadism. What's the D? Bondage, dominated, and I got a brain fart, whatever. I used to know this shit off the top of my head. Bondage, sadism, masochism. That's what the M is for. Okay, there we go. Maja Nemeth. What's good? Good to see you. And Waxes Live. What's up? What's good, man? Yeah, I couldn't remember. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm 54 years old. Maybe the dementia is starting to kick in. Where am I? Is this thing on? All right, let's go. All right. So Stacey White says no tie up. Understandable. But then she says, I'm blushing. Waxes Live says, bro, play games on live. Yes, I do. On live, though? What games? No, I don't. Nah, I do. You want to play Call of Duty after the show? We can do that all day. But I don't play on live. So I might not be good enough for that. Oh, you 60? Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. What up, brethren? Double D says bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission is the meaning. I've never heard of discipline and I've heard of dominance, but not discipline. There's only one D. You trying to do bond 2D SM. I don't know. I heard it was sadomasochism. That's what the S. The S is for sadistic and the M is for masochism. Let me see where you trying to get your information from. What does BDSM stand for?
Here's the definition of BDSM: bondage, discipline or domination, sadism, and masochism as a type of sexual practice.
So discipline? I never heard that before. So I guess you was right. Well, where your sadism at? Where your masochism I'm at? No, you was all wrong. But I ain't mad at you. We was both right. All right, Waxes. He says, I'm 60. I'm also a streamer like you, but playing games on live. All right, that's what's up. Good looking. That's what's up. I like that. Video games are definitely not just for the babies, for the young, for the kids, whatever. Shit, as much as we pay for those game systems, you better have some games for me. Plus, if you're shooting people heads off and blood spilling and you respawning and all of that shit, it's probably best for adults to be Even though I be hearing mad kids online, I'd be like, they know they memorize the names of all the guns and all that shit. They'd be like, what gun are you using, son? I'd be like, the one that shoots. So it's either the light machine gun or the submachine gun. All right, but yeah, things like being tied up, things like trusting somebody with your finances, things like maybe even leaving somebody alone with somebody else that you love, like your children or your parents or something like that. Trust goes a long way. And you may say that you trust a person until it's time for that trust to be tested. Like you may realize that a rubber band can stretch pretty far, but you don't really know how far it can stretch before you stretch it to the point where it's about to break and that it does break. So you will really see how far a rubber band will stretch when you get it to the point of satisfaction for yourself and it doesn't break. But with people, we're a lot more subjective when it comes to that. So we don't really know. We have to sort of perform a battery of tests before we can determine that somebody is really trustworthy or not. But we also have to see if trust is on the same level for everybody, or if everybody requires trust in order to be able to move forward with something. Because not everybody requires trust in order to go forward. Some people only need what they need, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to see about it. My man, Jeff Guapo. Oh, what up? My man, Jeff Guapo. For some reason, I feel a little stuffed over here. I don't know. Like, it's too much going on. Like, it's not enough room over here. And I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because I got these chains on instead of my struggle beads. That's what it is. So with all of these struggle beads in the way, I just feel like it's, you know what I mean? I just feel like it's taking up all the room. And it is. All right. Hold on. All right, cool. Okay. All right. You know, if I can't put my elbow somewhere, I'll be feeling some kind of way. I need to be able to get my elbow together, get some elbow action. All right, let's do this. Stacey White says there are levels of trust. Absolutely. Good statement. Jeff says if you got a question, if you trust somebody, then don't deal with them. Nah, I think you got to trust. I think you have to ask somebody. I think you have to ask everybody if you can trust them. Shit, you got to ask yourself if you can be trusted. You ever have to do that? You know, I mean, like when you really think about it, because you can be a slave to your own desires, your own addictions, your habits. You know, I mean, like some of y'all greedy people, or y'all fat people or whatever, because you don't have to be fat in order to be greedy. You just have to want everything that you see. And like, you know, can I be trusted alone with this cake? Like, I was doing so well with this diet, but this cake, the cake is calling for me. Now it may seem simple, but really, can you be trusted around money that doesn't belong to you? You may have to ask yourself. It may not be all that good of an idea for everybody in certain times. So if you have to ask yourself, can you be trusted, or question whether you can be trusted, like a crackhead that's trying to stop smoking crack or whatever substance addiction, they may not be strong enough in their recovery to be around drugs. So if you know that you have weaknesses that you may succumb to in certain times, why wouldn't you question somebody else? So I think it's okay to question them. It may not be cool to accuse them, but questioning them at every turn is not really a problem. I mean, learn how to keep your mouth shut and don't act suspiciously because you think that they're acting suspiciously. You don't have to do that. All right. Let me see. Dimple says in healthy relationships, trust fosters a sense of safety and security. Absolutely. But how can you get there? And how do you know that you're really there when you get there? Like, can you be sure that you're there? Because some people give people the keys to the keys to the range a little early. They do it a little early. You know what I mean? Some people pay for their trust. Like, with all the money I gave you, I know I should be able to trust you. I don't know, dog. You might be putting the cart before the horse. And it ain't that hard to put the cart before the horse. Jeff Guapo says, even if it's people you trust, people change. Absolutely. Wax is Live says, bro, you know the Sanatan Dharma from India? Not really. Says, bro, you know the Sanatan Dharma. Yeah, I don't know about that. Stacey White says, sometimes I don't trust myself. Hey, I mean, I've been there. Sometimes you might not. Dimples D says, trust is the fundamental component of love. I think you mean the fundamental component of love. And it could be, but I don't know if trust is the fundamental component of love for everybody. I'm not sure about that. It should be, but you can trust somebody and not love them. And you can absolutely love somebody and not trust them. Now, not everybody is the same. Some people need a healthy balance of love and trust. But how do you really know how far you can trust a person? You may be able to fully trust them in some situations and not be able to trust them at all in other situations. And we probably have to define what trust really means to some people, even to yourself. Let me do this intro. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today, we, me, you, us, we are talking about I love my baby. I love my baby, but I don't know if I can trust her or him, for y'all ladies, enough to blah, 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 dot. I don't know if I love him. I mean, I love him. I might love you from all the way to heaven back to hell, but I don't know if I can trust you all the time. You know what I mean? And maybe I just won't put you in certain positions to be trusted when I know you might not be ready to handle that kind of weight. Because a lot of times we look at trust like it has more to do with things that have to do with our heart or our money. Like, can I trust you enough to be faithful? Cool. Can I trust you enough that you won't stick me for my paper? It's not too much to ask. It's not a big thing to ask from somebody, but there are trust situations that don't involve that all the time. They just don't. For example, okay, for all my drivers out there, have you ever lent somebody your car? Now, some people will let anybody drive their car. They ain't worried about it. Like, it's just a car. I mean, what could happen? And there are other people who are very attached to their cars because, I mean, that's your form of transportation. That's how you get around. That may be even how you make your money. If you Uber or Lyft or something like that, that may actually be a tool for you. So lending somebody your car for the first time can have you on edge a little bit. It's one thing to let somebody drive your car because you might be in the car with them. But do you trust somebody enough to have your car for a couple of hours? Are you sure that they won't run all your gas out? That they won't drive doing 110 on the expressway? That they won't come back with a scratch, a dent, or have your whole front end smashed out. You know what I mean? They totaled out your vehicle. There may be people where you actually can't trust them to do that. And you may need to trust them to do it, but you can't do it. Don't mean you don't love them, though. You may do anything for them. That's why you lent them the car in the first place, because you love them. Your heart beats for them. Your heart be like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get over this feeling? Loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Palpitations. La da 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 da. It's not a small thing. Hit the like button, y'all. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right, you know what we're going to do? Hold on. Okay. Wow, Waxer says, I'm not married at 60 because of nothing in it. Interesting. Stacey asks, what if you don't trust everybody in your family? I don't think you can trust everybody in your family. I mean, they're your family whether you trust them or not. Everybody can. Family members be on some bullshit. I mean, you know, that's a lot of cousins to have to account for, to have to trust everybody. Grown woman says, there are very few people I trust. My friends are a very small circle. Only some of my family can I honestly trust. It be like that sometimes. Jeff says, Stacey, we not supposed to trust our whole family. Word. He says, it's like you can't trust everybody with money. Word. He says, don't put me in certain positions. How much can you handle it? Jeff says, you can't even trust other people driving on the road. Man. And I don't. Okay, grown woman, don't try me, says, only one of my brothers and my son. And T. Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. And she says, yo, damn, man, this fucking wife beater I got on here has been irritating the shit out of me. I don't trust it not to hurt me. I don't know what's going on. It feel like something is pinching me. It's not the shirt, because I was feeling this shit before I put the goddamn sweatshirt on. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. All right. Okay, TK right says, but when I lent it out, it was like, exactly. You know, people, I mean, do you trust enough? Can somebody be trusted enough to whereas they will treat your car the way you treat your car, and hopefully you treat your car well? Because if you don't treat your car well, you can't really expect. Like if the back of your car, ladies, I'm talking to y'all. If the back seat of your car look like a trash can, you're not going to lend your car to somebody and they're going to empty the trash. You know, if the back seat of your car look like a trash can, or if the passenger seat in your car look like you was never ever expecting anybody to ride with you, you got to move all kinds of shit. Like, in order for somebody to get a ride home, they got to move 4 books, a knapsack, a purse, a fanny pack, 2 bottles, some old fast food bags, 3 grocery bags, empty, no groceries in them. You know what I mean? You know, the bags, you know, they don't give out bags no more. I don't know about y'all part of the country, but, you know, they don't give out the bags for free at the grocery store no more. You know what I mean? Like, we got to move all this shit in order to get to the passenger seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you totally never riding with anybody in the car? Don't worry about it. Let me just get this stuff off. Like, Ma, it's taking too long for you to clean off. Look, I'll just sit next to all of this shit. You know what I mean? You try to put the seatbelt on, ain't enough room for the seatbelt. Ain't no room. You know what I'm saying? You sitting next to 4 grocery bags, 2 books. I'm sorry, it's good that you a reader, Mom, but yeah. Shit, you got two unabridged dictionaries. Y'all know what an unabridged dictionary is? Yeah. How many of y'all? How long has it been since some of y'all was in school? An unabridged dictionary was those big ass thick dictionaries that we had back in the day. I don't know if they have them anymore. Remember, we used to have, the clout in every family's home was how big and thick that the dictionary was. Like, how many words are in the dictionary that you got? Them shits was literally this thick. Some of them had pictures in them there. Pictures. You had bugs in there. You had plants in there. You had all the planets. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit, an unabridged dictionary. Yeah, so you sitting next to an unabridged dictionary, like, damn, how old is this shit? You got some Encyclopedia Britannica. It's good that you a reader, but goddamn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put the seatbelt on. I'm trying to put the seatbelt on. Because if you get into an accident, I'm going to fly through the window, but I'm going to get hit in the head with all of the shit you got in the back seat and that dirty ass trash can back seat you got back there. You know what I'm saying? This is the longest ride home I ever got in my life. All right, anyway, my man Troy Diesel is in the house. Troy Days. My man Troy Days. What's good, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Stacey White says, I'm very sorry, but I will not let nobody drive my car if I was driving. Well, I mean, I don't really blame you. A car is a major purchase. And for some people, that may be the biggest, most expensive thing they've ever bought. Man, when you get your first car, especially if it's a brand new car, some people get real petty when they get a brand new car. Like, yeah, I got, they start flossing like, yeah, bring up situations where the car is going to come up. Throw the BMW or the Benz keys up on the joint. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, little Jaguar keys. Yeah, gas is expensive as hell. And when you drive a Jaguar, you got to have the premium gasoline. Gas is so high. Every time they go down on the price of gas, it doesn't apply to the premium gasoline that you have to put in the Jaguar. Yeah, the Maserati gas is so expensive. I can only put Sunoco 94 octane in my Mozzie. Yeah, the Mozzie. The Mozzie. And then other people, when they get a new car, I don't care if it's a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic or whatever. You don't want no scratches on your brand new car. You know what I mean? You might be going to the car wash two, 3 times a week, and you know what I'm saying? You watching everybody like, yo, you always thinking somebody gonna steal your car. You got the club on the car, you got the alarm on the car, you done installed a little camera on the car, dash cam on the car, you know what I mean? You see, you draining your battery, dash cam on the car, dash cam running. Don't come near this car. I got the Viper alarm system. And, you might be looking outside to your car all the time to make sure nobody walking too close to the car. Yo, y'all playing football or y'all got the portable basketball court up? Why y'all got to play out there by the car? Why y'all set it up by the car? I know you ain't sitting. I know you didn't just put your can of soda on the car. I know you didn't put your can of soda on the. I know you ain't put your can of soda on. You so disrespectful. That's who the fuck you are. Where your mama at? Where your mama at? I'ma tell your goddamn mama, and it's gonna be some drama. So yeah, getting a new car, this shit ain't no small thing. So it stands to reason that you would feel some kind of way about lending somebody your car. Especially when you first just got that shit. Omar, what's good? What's good, man? Good to see you, my G. And my brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? Good to see you, my G. Good to see you. Your team played today. Your team played today. Who gonna do it? Will it be the Ravens or the Bills? The Ravens or the Bills? The Ravens or the Bills? That's gonna be a good ass game. That's gonna be a good game. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's put up a poll question, shall we? Let's put up a little poll question. Let's get a little poll question. Let's get a little poll question popping off here. All right. I think this is a good one. Okay, here's the question. Here's the question. Do you think that there has to be, and I put has to be in caps, do you think that there has to be a high level of trust in order for love to be real? To be real. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here's the poll question, y'all. I just put it up. Y'all can feast on that. To be real. Dun, 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 dun. What you say now? No, it's what you think now. I think I love what you know what I'm saying? Hey. Yeah, I called you yesterday. You know, you don't be answering your phone, you don't answer phone. But listen, I'll be there like about between 3 and 4. Okay? All right. That was my drug dealer. I gotta go get me some drugs. Can't wait to get the drugs. Can't wait to get my I'm gonna get me some drugs today. I can't wait to get my drugs today. I'm gonna get me real high today. I'm gonna get me some. All right. All right. Jeff Guapo says mine was a Cadillac DeVille. That was your first car, or the first new car? All right. Troy says at work making those De Niro's like Robert bars. That's what's up. De Niro like Robert bars. You said De Niro like Robert bars. Yes, man. Push them lyrics. Push them lyrics. That's what's up. Jeff Guapo said that's how I feel with my cannabis plug. I know these are real drugs. I do none of that corny weed shit. These are hard drugs. Being an addict is sometimes so much fun. All right, so grown woman says, get me some too. No, you don't deserve to get high with me. You know what I mean? Your body too clean. You know, I need somebody dirty. Dirty. Real dirty. But I might get you some, some coke, some heroin. I mean, I ain't getting no fentanyl. We ain't trying to die out here. We ain't trying to die out here. All right, but yeah. All right, so the poll question is up. Let me see what y'all think about that. And yeah. So I love my baby, but I don't know if I trust him enough to. Like I said, man, that bondage thing. Like, hey, what's up with the bondage thing? Like, what's up? What's up with women wanting to tie somebody up, handcuff somebody, or blindfold? What's with the blindfold? What's with the blindfold? Speaking of blindfold, and speaking of trust. All right. So, like sometimes, certain shit come on your phone, and they may have certain events going on around the city. You know what I mean? And you think about things that you and your sweetie could do in order to, have a little bit of fun, do something different, break out of the norm or whatever. Well, they have this thing called blindfold dining. Blindfold dining. So you and your guest can go to this restaurant, and they don't tell you the restaurant up front, but they have you choose a menu item, like, just in case you don't eat pork, or you don't eat any meat at all or whatever. So they have vegan or vegetarian menus, and if you only want fish or beef or whatever. Anyway, they blindfold you, so you don't know the food that you're eating before you eat it. Like, everybody's blindfold. You don't even see your server. I think you may see your server first, and then maybe when it's time to eat, you're blindfolded. So first of all, this shit is mad expensive. Man, let me see. Hold on, because they send me shit about this all the time. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Where's the blindfold? Okay, they got the Valentine's Day shit. All right, let me see. No. I'm trying to use the search bar. I'm trying to use the search bar. Okay, there we go. Blindfold dining. Oh, here we go. Okay, dining in the dark, a unique blindfolded dining experience. And it says it's $64, but this is how it really plays out. It's $64 per person. And as you can see, they have you blindfolded. So you don't even see what you're drinking, son. You know what I mean? You don't even see what you're drinking, son. You like, you eating and you drinking, and you don't even see what you eat. So they have menu options. Red menu, where you eat meat. Blue menu, seafood only. And green menu, vegan. Now, this is the way it plays out. It says it's $64 per person. But then they hit you with all of these crazy ass, convenience fee, whatever, processing fees and all of that shit. So it say $64. All right, we're going to do this. Booking fee, $16. So it really comes up to $86.40. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Price aside. Would y'all do that? Like, does it make some of y'all squeamish? Like, nah, I gotta see my food. They might have the beans too close to the mashed potatoes. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't have the gravy touching the yams. All my food gotta be separated. You know how people get funny about their food? Like I got it. I can only eat with my special fork. How do I know I'm eating with my special fork if I'm blindfolded? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Okay, hold on. Okay. Stacy, why you tell me to shut up? Omar says, don't do it, bro. We're going to inappropriately fill you up while you eat. I personally loved it, but it's on you. Oh, you did it before. Okay. Yeah, I ain't. I'm good. I mean, I'm cool on that. I mean, I don't need to be blindfolded, and you know what I'm saying. But you know, a chick might dig that shit. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. The next thing you know, she want to throw the handcuffs on you. Like, yo, listen, I've been to jail before. I'm not trying to get cuffed up ever again. I don't even like the word cuffing season. That's some of y'all. I ain't been locked up like that, but you know, I can understand. You know, a little trauma. It's trauma. Y'all got a trauma bond going. It's a trauma bond. Grown woman says, nope, I gotta see what I'm eating. No one can can do that. Okay. Troy Andre says, TK, right? At the end of the day, people still make decisions that you may not agree with or may do things you'll never know about. Humans will always be humans. Trust that. Yeah, they sure will. They sure will. But the only thing is, humans will sometimes be animals. They might be aminals. They might have animal-like behavior. Dimple says, if love is a building, then trust is the foundation on which the building stands. The stronger is your foundation, trust, and the stronger and more long-lasting will be the building, your love. Ooh, so profound. You're so profound, Dimple. So profound. Stacey White says, why do I hear Biggie's song Hypnotize? I don't know. Okay. Grown woman says, that requires too much trust. I'll pass. I mean, because, the dining thing, you don't even know them. How I know? Jeff Guapo says, can't love somebody you don't trust. Oh, yeah? I don't know about that. Mm-hmm. I've seen love go off without a hitch, without trust. I mean, that's what jealousy is all about. And insecurity. Dimple says, I must see and smell what I eat. Well, I don't think you can smell it, but you just don't get to see it. Well, I'm sure they fill a place up. Ansel Jones says, would I be labeled a simp going there on a date? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you be that? Stacey White says, I gotta know what I'm putting in my mouth. Pause. But yeah, I feel you on that. TK Wright says, how do I know if the portions are worth the price? Well, you'll probably know if you're full or not. But no, I need to see my food. I ain't gonna front. I need to see mine. Grown woman says, no, Ansel. It's your own choice, no judgment here. Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't think that makes anybody a simp. Not even close. Not even close, I don't think. All right, so how we doing? How we doing on the poll? Do you think that there has to be a high level of trust in order for love to be real? 85% of 13 people, we got 14 votes so far, my bad. 86% of people say yes, and 14% say no. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we'll keep the poll going and check on it periodically, see how that's going. Check on it periodically, see how it's going. See how it's going and see how the poll's going. What up, Ashley? What up, Ashley? Good to see you. And she says, because you will automatically trust if the love is real. I think there is some truth to that. How long does it take for the love to be real with some people, though? You probably have to look into that, because for some people, they can achieve or say that they achieve love at first sight. My old head love American style. For other people, it can take a while for it to build up. They may have the feelings of love, but in order for them to be comfortable with actually being in love or making that declaration, they may require some things to be done. Damn, Stace says my worst fear is getting food poisoning. Well, you will know the restaurant that you're going to. So, there's that. but you do raise an interesting question. Like, how do I know that there's not a roach on my plate? How do I know? How will I know if you feed me roaches? How will I know if I ate an ant? Can't see. Stacey White says, stay home and watch the game. No, I'll be at the game tomorrow, but I'm already pissed off. Right now, I'm at the game tomorrow, cold as shit, wearing 2-3 pairs of socks to make sure my feet don't get cold, because if my feet get cold, I'm out. I don't give a fuck if we win or lose. I'm out. I will not put up with cold feet. It's snowing out this bitch. They not running Saquon enough, and they not feeding AJ Brown the ball. He on the sidelines reading a book and bitching. TK Wright says, I can like someone a lot, but absolutely not trust them. I start to love once I trust them. Whether or not they continue to earn that trust is to be seen. Yeah, I can understand that. I've just seen love go on and flourish without there necessarily being trust. And of course, we cannot limit the love that we have with somebody just to trust. And what I mean by that is you can trust somebody and not love them. I mean, when you go to work every day, many of y'all go to work every day, you trust your boss to put that check in that direct deposit every other week. And it happens. He's earned that trust. You know what I mean? He's earned that trust. Now, you might not trust HR to defend your ass because they be shitting on you. But you do trust that the money that you supposed to get will be in that bank account. You know how it go when you be having your little mobile app. Oh, yeah, the money hit. Yo, my salary hit. I thought I wasn't going to get paid until Tuesday, but it gave me the shit today because Monday is MLK Day and also bullshit inauguration day. So I'm saying. So yeah, you might not like your boss at all, but you trust him. He's reliable. And a lot of trust depends on reliability, dependability, consistency. That's how you get trust. Love is something else. You don't necessarily love somebody because they're dependable or because they're consistent or because they're reliable. Because they may be dependable, reliable, and consistent on some bullshit. Yes, you always fucking up. Yes, you always lying. Yes, you always cheating. Yes, you always on that bullshit. Yo, I can't count on you to do nothing but chaos, and I'm out of this shit, and I won't last. Well, yeah, I meant last level. I don't give a fuck about shit. I'm gonna let the shit pass. Everything is gonna be okay. We gonna rock shit out and create some love today. Yeah, love needs and love today. Love is in need of love today. Just like Stevie Wonder said, if I can't love you, then I'd rather not get ahead with you. I ain't trying to do nothing. You ain't get my back card. Yeah. Bank card, life is hard. And what I'm going to do is make sure that I don't have a baby with you. I can't even trust you not to get prego. I'm 54. I ain't trying to have none of the Legos. All right. I'm just saying. There's scenarios. There are scenarios in which love can blossom without trust and where trust can blossom or be established without love. But today we are talking about, I love my baby, but I don't know if I trust them enough to what? To what? To tie you up, to blindfold you, to take your bank card, to drive your car? Shit. I've known people who lived with somebody and still didn't trust them around their kids. Let's talk about that for a second, yo. Hold on. Let's talk about that for a second. Hold on.
You have a call.
Hold on.
From.
All right. Hold on a second, my G. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So let's talk about this for a second, because this is real shit. This is real shit. Because this is a serious situation. Speaking of trusting somebody around your kids, you can be in a situation where you may love your baby mom or your baby dad, but you know that they are abusive, or they are hot-tempered or quick-tempered or whatever, or they just don't raise children in the way that you see fit. So maybe they was brought up handling every piece of adversity or all problems with dealing with children with the belt. They always getting out the belt. They always, you know what I mean? Questions that they don't like, belt. Mistakes that got made, belt. Ain't picking up on potty training fast enough, belt. I know you didn't just spill no cereal, belt. Crayon on the wall, belt. Getting on my nerves, belt. And you might not be comfortable with that. Or you could be dealing with somebody that gets high all the time. Now, that's where this whole smoking weed thing starts to become a problem. Now, you may not look at weed as being a drug, and maybe it's not, whatever. But it is a substance that can alter your thinking and your ability to do certain things. And it may alter your ability to make cognitive decisions that really need to be thought out instead of just acted on impulsively. So, you had a baby by somebody that chain smokes reefer. They smoking all the time. They high all the time. Can you trust them to watch your baby while you go to the store? Now, I mean, this is something you really have to think about, because I know that Child Protective Services will see it a lot differently. So let me get this straight. You smoke all day, but you are in charge of your child. I don't care if it's your child or any child. I don't think that children should be exposed to somebody or reared or brought up by somebody who is under the influence of marijuana all day long. I don't think that's a good idea. So maybe your love smokes, but you don't. So can you trust them to be alone with your child? You might love them. You love them to death. And you had a baby by them or with them. But can they be trusted with your child? So I love my baby. I love her from the moon back to earth. From Atlantis to Atlanta. But I don't really want them to be alone with the baby. I don't really want them to be alone with the baby. They're not attentive enough. Maybe they let the baby cry all day. Instead of going to go see what's going on, they just write it off like babies cry all the time. Ain't no big deal. Like babies don't cry all the time. They cry when something is wrong. So in a situation like that, you got a situation. You got a hell of a situation right there. And you're probably going to have to make some decisions because you love them. Yes, I love them. I do almost anything for them. But what I won't do is leave them alone with our newborn, our infant, our toddler. They're worthy of my love, but they are irresponsible and a little bit reckless. So, I hold on. And so says, is eating in other countries the same thing? Chinese and Caribbean food is totally different in those countries. It certainly is, and it should be. It should be. Stacy White says, no tie-up, no bank card, no blindfold. Check. Jeff Guapo says, living with someone you can't trust around kids, why you still there around them? Because you love them. The single blackjack dealer was good. She says, I'm so sleepy, but hello to everyone. Hold your head. Jeff Guapo says, if it's your property, tell them to get their ass on. You don't have to let a motherfucker you don't trust around kids to stay with you. Son, you're absolutely right. It's designated smoke areas in my home. I don't smoke all day, but I do partake throughout the day. Okay. But I'm just saying, when a person smokes and a person doesn't smoke, they're not on the same page. They may act like they are, but they're really not. They're really not. He says, if they always high and they cool, let them be. It's legal out here in California, so they don't care legally out here. But the thing is, whether it's legal, and honestly, I wish they would stop legalizing weed. It was better when the shit wasn't legal because motherfuckers monitored themselves. They regulated themselves. They mitigated themselves. Now motherfuckers, just because they can't get locked up, they all fucking day, dog, all day. When you wake up, when you go to work, when you come home, while you at work, goddamn, son. Even alcoholics gotta chill. Motherfuckers think because you don't get no hangover with weed, you just smoke all the fucking time. Like, you high all the time, And you can't tell a weed smoker that they not thinking clearly. I don't know. Weed don't make you think no funny kind of way. Oh yeah. Well, what about when you first started smoking it? Well, yeah, of course, then because I wasn't used to it, and we had the munchies and was laughing all the time and blah blah blah. I'm like, you really think you're thinking normally when you high all day? And I'm not high all day. I smoked a little this morning, but I'm not high no more. So you telling me that your tolerance made you not high no more? But I bet you if I test you 3 weeks later and you haven't smoked in 21 days, this shit's still coming up. So you think it could be in your system, but not affecting you. And you think that the conversations that you're having under the influence of normal cognitive behavior. And that's really the problem. Like, I don't have no problem with no weed. I don't have no problem with nothing nobody does. But in all things, you got to have moderation. Shit, you can't even drink but so much water. But you think you can smoke weed until you fucking, what? Nothing? I don't know, man. It's this shit. The proof that weed today is on some bullshit is I never used to get in no arguments with no weed heads back in the day. They didn't argue. Now, all I do is get in arguments with weed heads. And it ain't over weed. Why? Because they think differently. They're not thinking straight normally. They're not. They don't have the ability to. They don't. You're high all day. That's what getting high is about. It's not about staying normal. This is easy math. All right. Grown woman says, I don't want anyone that smokes or anything around my children. Around children. Okay. All right. TK right says that oxtails. Grown woman says, okay, I just cleaned and seasoned some oxtails. You can afford oxtails? You be talking. Who can afford oxtails? Who can afford oxtails? You better not never tell me that you ain't got no money. You know, don't never tell me that you out here budgeting and you out here struggling. Anybody who will admit on a public platform that they got oxtails, you asking to be robbed. Jeff Guapo says, son, you speaking of this, I had an overdose last night. I had to go lay the hell down. I was smacked, bro. Yo, that weed y'all smoking, not the normal weed. It's to the point where y'all call regular weed Reggie. Like, so what the fuck are you smoking? The levels of THC high as shit. In regular weed, the levels of THC are this. That shit y'all be smoking, Kush, Chronic, Thai weed, that shit, it's more THC. Yo, that's drugs, baby. Drugs. Ansel Jones says, Vietnamese egg rolls is my favorite Oriental dish. Okay. All right. Stacey White says, I still say to trust and love. Okay. Cool. TK Wright says, I'm making turkey wings tomorrow once I get home. Okay. Soon as I get home, I'm making turkey wings. We about to let the thing be the thing. All right, Jeff Guapo says, cannabis hit me back last night in the middle of the stream. All I could do is just lay down. Grown woman says, son, it's only once in a while. See, now she's trying to back out of being rich. She said, son, I saved up to buy them. Trust me. I tell you what. Hold on. I forgot I had my man on the line. I must be smoking weed. My bad. Yo, my man. Yo, call him with the last number 7797. What's good, man? Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Thank you for holding. What's good?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Man, I feel like a real man should. Sorry for having you holding on like that. You know what I mean? I got
ain't nothing wrong with that. I know Weekends is basically your platform that you like to take ownership of your damn podcast. Yeah. And for that, I'm encouraged.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But we're just speaking on a subject that I know about now.
What you
know? I know about the L word.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Love means unconditional. Love means tolerating things when you don't really want to tolerate them. Love means forgiveness. Love means acceptance. Love means change. You understand what I'm saying? So, in order for you to say that you love a person, all that has to come into existence with your vocabulary and within your relationship. Mm-hmm. You have to be willing to change for that person. You have to be willing to accept that person's flaws and all. You can't just walk around and say, it's not about me, no more. It's about we. You got to think the French now. You know what I mean? Okay. So when you sit back and you walk around and you use that word love, as one said, that word love is very, very serious, very addictive. And yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I would like to tell T. Carey Wright, I already put it in the phone on the podcast. I texted, Ricky Bell is still a shit.
We might have to just have that Ricky Bell, that who's the king of New Edition, who's the real lead singer of New Edition conversation one day. I
just want to mess with the Mrs. the great, the vivacious Miss T. Carey Wright. I just want to mess with it.
That's what's up. All right, but all right. Now we talking about I love them, but I don't know if I trust them enough to insert scenario. Like I love
If all those things I just said,
Mhm.
if all those things or any of those things I just said is there, then you should be able to trust them unconditionally with your children, at your house, anytime. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, trust goes both ways. Trust goes both ways. And it can't be double standard. I can't trust you and you don't, and I trust you and you don't trust me. That can't work. You can't walk around doing the shit you're doing, and then when I do the same shit you're doing, all of a sudden you want to argue. Oh no, you can't do that. So if you stay all night last night with your girlfriends and fall asleep, so what was this morning talking about I was drunk? I was drunk last night too, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But
let me ask you this: do you have to trust somebody unconditionally? I mean, loving unconditionally is one thing. Do you necessarily need to trust somebody unconditionally?
Well, you don't have to trust them unconditionally, but trust is a major factor in a relationship.
I agree.
Major. Just like intimacy is.
Mm-hmm.
Intimacy is just as major of a factor in a relationship as trust. You know what I mean? Just because you laying down good pipe or you got a good vagina, it don't mean that trust is there. It just means that both of y'all sexually compatible.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if y'all both don't trust each other, there's gonna be one hell of a problem, man. That shit gonna go. There's gonna be a lot of shit going on in that relationship. And believe me, I know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm in the double standard mode.
Okay.
You do you, it's cool. I do me, and I'm not even doing shit. It's still a problem. So you have to sit back and reevaluate the shit that y'all going through. Is it worth it? Should you go through it? When you gonna change? Is that person ever gonna change?
Well, how come you can't? How come do you think that you can't pick and choose trust items? Like why can't I trust you with the oranges but not with the apples?
No, it's nobody can pick and choose on a trust thing. Trust is everything. Trust is the most important. Even if trust is through life. I trust when you work here. Your boss trusts that you're gonna do the right thing while you're at work. You know what I mean? When you're at home, your kids trust that you're gonna make sure that you can provide for them. Your wife trusts that you're gonna make sure you can be there for her unconditionally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all that. So all trust researches in everything that you do in life. You know what I mean? You trust when you go buy a car, you trust that it's not a limit. You know what I mean?
That's true. But you don't.
That when your kids go out there doing it, they representing you to the folks.
You can. You might. You can kind of trust that, but I mean, I don't know.
It don't mean that they doing it with these kids. With today's kids, you know what I mean? Today's kids is different. You know what I mean? You trust they will, but if they don't, yes, you just said something about the belt. Yes, you better bring that shit the fuck out. I don't live by DHS. I live by I'm gonna fuck you up if you disrespect me.
Yeah, but it depends on what you consider to be representation, don't you think? Like I didn't. Well, I mean, it depends. Yeah, okay, let me put it this way: kids are going to do things because they're going to explore things because they don't know a lot. So a lot of things are new to them, and things that are new to them and attractive to them, they're going to take chances on. Like I didn't do things that disrespect my family, like my mom and my dad. I didn't talk back to elders and things like that. But I mean, having a 15, 16 years old, pressing a chick up against the wall in the back of the school, you know what I mean, trying to fill up a shirt. That probably wasn't representing them, in the best light.
Well, it wasn't representing them, but Pop was enjoying the fact that he knew where you stood.
Yeah, I mean, but still, he would have said, take that in the house. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that in the back of a school. You could get suspended. It's bad when you get suspended after school. But
I like giving testimonies to the group. my twins. I have identical twin boys, right? So one time, my wife, she was like, I just put these boys on their motherfucking iPod, on their phones, looking at pornos. I said, for real? I said, when I get home, I'm gonna beat their ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat their ass. So when I got home, I took them both in the room. And it was like, I was like, y'all was looking at pornos? They said, yeah, Dad, yeah. I was watching them. I said, I was watching pornos? I said, I'm gonna beat your ass. Come here. And I pulled them close. I said, was y'all watching girl on girl, girl on boy, or man on man? They said, man on girl. I said, give me a hug. Give me a fucking
You know
hug.
what? You gotta chill. You gotta
I love you.
you gotta
I love you.
chill. Oh my God.
Thank y'all, son. Now I'm gonna spray some water in your face, make it look like you're crying. I don't want your mother to think. You're darn right. It's all right. Cause see, even at that age, at age 12, 13, we all crept around and seen something. You know what I mean?
But
Can't hide from it. Not these days. I mean, if you're doing something outside the house that's disrespectful, like my oldest son, when he was at school, a teacher tried to break him up for fighting. He said, "That's words. Bitch, if you touch me again, I'll punch you in your mouth." To a woman teacher. Now, when he came home, I was cooking dinner, and my apron on. I told him to line up 10 cups of water. He said, "Well," I said, "'cause I'm thirsty." So he lined them up. I told him to take his clothes off. He took his clothes off. He said, "I thought you was thirsty." I said, "I am thirsty. I'm ready to drink it." So I said, "Take the underwear off too." Took the underwear off too. So I proceeded to throw 10 cups of water on his ass and whip his ass for disrespecting not just a teacher, but a woman teacher. You don't never talk to a woman like that, let alone any person like that calling them a bitch. Let alone that. And if you feel as though you want to call DHS or NBC or CBS or any alphabet places, well, right here, they can take you. Because I'll be damned if I let you disrespect anybody like that. You don't do that. And we don't play that. And let me tell you something. I know your pop was Cuddy from their presidents without the drugs. He was smooth and cool as the other side of the pillow. He ain't tolerate nothing from you. I know he did. Nor did Mom with the good chopping paper.
Well, they gave me my parents always gave me a lot of rope. Now, whether I hung myself with it, that was on me. But I was definitely being walked off the leash. But getting back to what we talking about, this whole I really believe that you can trust some people in some situations, but not others. Like, for example, okay, take it away from relationships for a minute. If me and you are on the same basketball team, we on the same team. Now we practice together, so I know I know what you're good at on the court. You know, you may be a good shot, but a terrible dribbler. You may not have no kind of handle. You may play hella defense, but you ain't got no shot. You might be straight Dennis Rodman. You a rebound all day, but you're not putting up no. I might not be able to trust you to shoot a three. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, you my man though. You my man. You my teammate. You might even be my roommate. But I cannot trust you beyond that arc. Like that 3-point line, that ain't for you. So no matter what, if the game is on the line, 2 seconds left. Yeah, I can't pass you the ball beyond that arc because you're not going to make it. It don't have nothing to do with whether I love you or not. You my man. You my brother. But I can't trust you beyond that arc because you can't shoot. So if I know that I can love my brother in sports or in brotherhood, but I know that because of his skill set, he can't do certain things. So I can't trust him or rely on him or depend on him in certain situations, but the love is there. Why can't I do that when it comes to when it comes to my baby? You know what I mean?
That's two different scenarios.
It's not. It's not, because there are going to be things. Listen, there are going to be.
That's basketball. That's sports. That's nothing. That's not something that when that game is over with and all that is over with, you walk away from that. That person that's there with you, that relationship you have with your significant other, that's there continuously. That's it. You gotta go to sleep with that one. You gotta wake up with that one. You have to see that one on a regular. Big difference, bro.
Not different. Wait a minute. You're talking about a scenario in which two people live together. Not everybody lives with each other.
But even still, you still have to deal with that person on the regular.
Okay.
So if it's over with after the season.
No, it's not, because that's still
respect your judgment.
No. I'm going to tell you why it's not different, because the person who couldn't make that shot may have been working on that shot. He may have been working on it, and with the game on the line with 2 seconds left, and he's the only one. He out there by himself with the open three. And he sees that you will not pass him the ball. Like, nope, I'm not kicking the ball out to you. So he passes it to somebody who he thinks will make the shot, and they miss the shot. And you feel in your heart of hearts, I would have made that shot. I've been practicing. Plus, I wasn't being guarded. There was nothing stopping me from doing that shot. So, but my teammate does not believe in me enough to pass me the ball. So you may look at it like it's only basketball, but shit, that shit pays people's bills, and it takes up a lot of people's time. For a lot of people, sports is all they have, and that camaraderie that you have with your teammates carries over into other parts of your life for the rest of your life. One thing I've noticed about people who have played team sports, they look at everything in the world as a team sport. So people who don't have sportsmanship, people who don't exhibit team building or teammate, what's the word I'm looking for? You know,
shit you going through right now.
it's an easy word, and it has the word team in it. Teamwork. Yeah, people who don't exhibit teamwork. I'm like, it has the word team in it. Like, teamwork. People who don't exhibit teamwork really irritate people who are team players, because they know they can't trust them. They're going to always act in their own interest and never in the interest of the team. So we can't just relegate or limit their interaction with each other as just being on the team or a temporary situation, because even when teams aren't in season, they still practice and get ready for the season. But the bottom line is, that person who didn't get a chance to take that shot when they was open is going to look at it like, this dude don't really fuck with me like that. Like it or not, that's how he's going to look at it. Oh, like, I'm good enough to make sure I defend or
be his kid's godfather, but I'm not good enough to get the ball past you.
I mean, you feelings take you there. So when it comes to when it might come to your woman or your man, like, it could be something simple. Like, I can't trust my girl not to make the spaghetti with. I can't trust my girl to make the spaghetti without throwing some sugar up in that shit. Like, why does spaghetti sweet? Oh, I ain't putting that. It must have been this new spaghetti sauce. It got a lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes be sweet. It be sweet. Like, I mean, it could be something small, but 100% trust, I don't think, is necessary, because somebody might not be good at something. So you can't put them in situations where they're not going to be able to perform, or they're not going to be able to come through, because that's just not what they do. If you know your woman can't cook, you can't keep putting her in scenarios where she's going to be cooking for other people. Y'all going to look bad. So that's not a good thing to trust her on. And I mean, now maybe you can get her some cookbooks. Maybe y'all can learn how to cook together, practice or something like that. but you might not be able to trust her to make meals for large amounts of people. She ain't got it like that. That's your thing, not her thing. You know what I mean? You know, give her something small. But you know, these small things, the side items in the black community are more important than the fucking big shit. Don't nobody be bitching about the turkey, but they gonna get in your ass about them deviled eggs. They gonna fuck you up over that potato salad or the macaroni salad. You know what I mean? We side item. Our side items get you the side eye. Like yo. I don't know how the fuck. Who did these whores the overs this way? They fucked up the whores the overs.
Yeah, what that way?
The whores the overs. Hors d'oeuvres. You know what I mean?
Or the bands.
Yeah, you fucked up the whores the overs. So you know, just like a teammate or anybody else, you might need to put people in the positions where they will perform the best or be able to be the most successful. And that isn't always a 100% trust issue. That's not always a unconditional trust issue. I don't think you have to trust somebody unconditionally in order to love them or in order to have a good relationship. Look, there's just some things you can't do. There's some things I can't do either. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying that you need to trust them 100%. What I am saying is that there has to be a level playing field with the trust. You cannot just sit back and I trust you. Don't trust you. I trust you, but you don't trust me.
Okay, well that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It can't be one-sided, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
can sit back and accept your flaws, but you can't accept mine. You know what I mean? That's just crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm really. That's the most important thing that I think about. Now you walking around cheesing and smirking. I'm the shit. I got a man that trusts me all day. I can do this and he won't do that, or he can do this, and I'm gonna hold him accountable. That don't sound fucking right to me. So
okay.
That don't sound right at all. So you can hold me accountable, but you can't be held accountable. And then when I try to hold you accountable, you want to go back to my flaws. You know what I mean? You want to go back and say, if my flaw was 10 years ago, or remember what you did 10 years ago, because you know women keep a memory Rolodex. Their whole mind is a Rolodex. Old school.
Well,
I mean,
not being able to trust somebody to raise your children the way that you think is best is a little bit different from not being able to trust your man around your sister who got a fat old ass, who always walking around with her fat old ass out. You know what I mean? You know, it's different. You know, I mean, because you know, and you may know in your heart of hearts, even in a situation where it's family members or whatever, if you know your sister is a little loose in the booty, and you know,
yo.
I mean, shit, it is what it is. Shit, you know damn well you've had boys, you know what I mean, where they sister was propositioning you when he wasn't around. You know what I mean? It happens. It fucking happens, and you got to make an executive decision. Like, well, damn, you know, she kind of cute.
Yeah,
she kind of cute. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? So it might, you know, she might make you an offer you couldn't refuse. A quickie and a chewy. Like, so let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you gonna chew me off and let me hit, and there ain't gonna be no problem with this because you just always wanted to do this.
No bar.
And your brother ain't got to know. Not that you fear to him, you know, getting in a fight with him or nothing, but it might just be a situation where, you know what I mean, your boy is like your brother. So you can't have sex with your sister.
Yeah.
But that's when niggas start rationalizing. Well, We ain't related. Plus, I'm gonna treat her. If push come to shove, I'll treat her right. Anyway, like I said, there's a difference between not being able to trust somebody to raise your children the way that you would raise them, and not being able to trust somebody, not to get a extracurricular chewy at work or some shit like that, because there was a whole extracurricular chewy, like you're not supposed to be getting a chewy at work. It was extracurricular activities. It was an unauthorized chew. You took an unauthorized break to chew.
It was a randomly done chew. Unexpectedly.
So wait a minute, what is the terminology? So you're saying that they were eating spitting tobacco, chew it? No. Oh, they had like some bubble gum? No. Well, they had potato chips, some food. No, it was a different chew. Matter of fact, they didn't use their teeth. But anyway, yeah, so there just might be some. All right, earlier before you came in, we were talking about bondage. Like you might love the person that you're with, but you might not be comfortable with letting them tie you up. Or your woman could be on some old crazy emasculating freaky shit, like she wants you to wear a thong or some old lace type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so you turned on by that? Like, and you might not be comfortable with that, but you see your girl. Exactly. But the same way you might not be comfortable dressing up like something, you also might not be comfortable letting her know that you would do that. You might not be comfortable or trust her enough to even, like, all right, let's put it this way. Let's say your girl asks you to wear a teddy or some shit. Like, a man ain't supposed to be in no teddy.
No, it never happened.
But because it's just you and him, you and her, it's just you and her, you might, let's say some men are going to consider doing it. Just like some men let their woman eat their ass out. You ain't gonna tell me if you take a tongue to the ass, you ain't gonna tell me that the teddy is out of bounds or a jumper or what is it? What is that? What's that shit that they had? That little fruity shit that they had out a few years ago? A romper? A romper. Yeah. So you let your girl put you in a romper, and she start taking pictures. You're like, hold on, why are you taking pictures, man? You bought me the romper. I ain't wearing the romper outside. You said that, we was gonna have the sex of our lives if I just put on this romper.
Oh, well, you didn't know you think he was going?
Well, the same way that I don't know if men trust their women enough to eat their ass out and not tell. But guess what? Guess what all women do who eat their man ass out?
What? Tell.
They all tell. Yeah, he like a tongue to the ass, and he like to get pegged. He don't mind a finger dildo, whatever. They always tell. They tell whether they mad at you. They'll tell whether they not mad at you. The only way I've found out that certain men.
You almost never said I experienced it.
Listen, the only way that I know that some men have done that shit was because their wives, their whole wife was out. The women don't keep no fucking secrets like that. You know what I mean? You want some secret down low shit? Your woman telling on you. Now you thinking, I can trust it. You know how some men say, nah, when you marry, anything goes. So y'all can do any freak shit because it's just y'all. Like, okay, all marriage, 50%, at least 50% of all marriages end in divorce. And guess when it's gonna come out that you like to take a corkscrew in the ass.
Oh, what?
During the marriage, it ain't gonna wait till that shit end. They be telling. They be telling. She crazy, son.
Oh, I remember when so you want to talk shit now? Remember that time? That's exactly how I go.
It don't even be like that, dog. It don't be. It don't be even be going down like that. They tell either their sister or their best friend, like, yeah, well, he like some other stuff we be doing. She'll tell her best friend, and then they best friend will tell they man. Because the best friend can't be trusted either. You know what I mean? Should be you thinking you think you getting a secret tongue to the ass? Okay. You getting a community lick. So
you did a community lick.
You getting a community lick. So the bottom line is you may love somebody to the end and back, but you might not be able to trust them in certain situations. Like, hold on, I don't trust you enough to let you change the way that I think or the way that I feel about certain things. There might be certain things you need to stand on, like not wearing a romper, like not wearing a teddy, like not, you know what I mean, wearing a thong or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So you got people out here who claim to love each other. They won't even send each other a naked pic on the phone. Like, you mean to tell me I can't get a titty pic on the phone? No, but I love you. I'm like, I mean, she ain't lying. But it is what it is, because they may have been in a situation before where somebody exposed them like that, and that may be a trigger for them, so they would rather stay away from that. So it don't have anything to do with whether they love you or not, but their trust just won't allow them to let that go. And it shouldn't affect the relationship. You ain't gotta have a titty pic, nigga. You get a titty pic when I'm there. Tell you what, as soon as you come through the door, I put your hand on my heart. That's where the titty is. So I mean, it is what it is. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all can't be lazy on the likes. Come out of the chat if you're in the chat and hit the like button. Come back into the chat. For y'all hiding in the background, you know what I mean? All in the background. Like, I don't know if I really want to go in there and be seen. It's all good, but hit the like button, please. That's all I ask. Please just hit the like button. Thank you. Now we got 19. We good. Well, we can do better than that. But we working. And if y'all would like to call into this show, call 267-874-1949. 267-874-1949. We'll get you on up in here. All right, got my man Troy Diesel. All up on airwaves right now. We are talking about I love my baby. And I'm not talking about your child. But I don't know if I trust them enough to ... So we are talking about situations where love and trust get a little bit separated, where they get a little bit tested, where they get a little bit strained. You know, where we're gonna find out where the weak link in the chain is. But shit, I mean, you got women out here who won't let you see they real hair. I mean, I'm like, so hold up. You and your man been together how long and he ain't seen your real hair? Like, do you take a shower?
You don't get your hair done? Do you do your hair?
I mean, come on, man. It's real shit.
One of my favorite songs by Mary J. And I think it's a woman's favorite song is "Take Me as I Am" and I have nothing at all, bro.
Man, it's a good song. It's a good song, but most of from my experience, most of the people who say "love me as I am" or "don't try to change me" are the people who are the most fucked up. I ain't never heard of a fucked up person. I mean, just saying. I ain't never heard of a fucked up person or toxic or messy person. I ain't never hear them say, yo, somebody need to do something about me, or I need somebody to change. They be the first one. No, I mean, why can't I just let me be me? Let me be myself. Why you can't just love me? They be the ones. They be the ones always claiming, always wanting to stay the same. I'm like, no, you need more. You need more changes than a shitty baby. Fuck out of here. You know, it be the ones that got it going on that always think they need to change some shit. Like, you know, these chicks out here pretty as shit. Oh, no, I need a BBL. Fuck is wrong with you? Well, I'm just saying, oh, you know, like if I just got a little, you know, like maybe a little breast enhancement and a BBL. I'm like, huh? Huh? We don't need nothing. You a complete package. But I'm saying, you know, look, you got chicks out here talking about they got a BB, you know, the new deflective shit. Talking about some, you know, what you start talking about they makeup, you start talking about you know, other little shit that they do to enhance, quote unquote, enhance their appearance. And they be talking about, no, I don't do that for no men. I do that for myself. Chicks out here claiming to get a BBL for themselves. Like, yeah, I just needed a fat ass for myself.
You're right.
Exactly. Okay. I needed a fat ass for me. That's not for you. It's for me.
You get it for you, huh?
For you. I mean, for me. I did it for myself. But yeah. I love you. I love my baby, but I don't know if I trust him enough to listen. I ain't gonna front. If I don't think you can drive, I'm not lending you my car. Like, nah, you might drive too fast, you might drive too slow, you might not be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to get you your own car. You gonna smash your own shit up.
You literally up here trying to quote nice and smooth. Come on, you might run fast, you might run slow. For real, that's what you're doing now. Right, nice and smooth in your conversation.
And even when she crashed my whip, I didn't flip. My man said smooth. He said smoothly. You started to
Oh God.
You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? I put you in the rehab and I won't tell your folks. And wouldn't you know? 16 months she came home and I let her back in. And now she's sniffing again.
Where you come from.
You started it. You started it.
Jeez, boy. I mean, you made some points, some valid points. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't think 100% trust is there, but I think it shouldn't be one-sided. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be one-sided.
It shouldn't be one-sided. But the bottom line is you may be able to trust some people in some things, and you may not be able to trust other people in other things. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to put a strain on your love. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And sometimes people in love may try to force you to look at things their way or claim that you don't love them because you don't see things their way or you don't give them their way. And that's some manipulative bullshit. And you may not be able to trust your woman not to be manipulative at all times. Like, you know, or you might not be able to trust her to keep it 100, just not lie at certain times. You know how some people just lie just to lie. Like you ain't even in no trouble. You ain't have to lie, but sometimes they lie. They lie to create a certain create a narrative or
you ain't gotta lie, man. You ain't gotta lie.
You know what I mean? You ain't gotta lie to kick it, but they lie to kick it. So yeah, it ain't it's not always about unconditional trust. It's not always. I mean, for me, it's not even about unconditional love. Shit, everything I do got conditions on it. You know what I mean? Everything.
I'm just a firm believer if everything shouldn't have conditions on it. If you're willing to accept everybody's flaws, you know what I mean, then the conditions shouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well, how do you accept everybody's flaws?
How do you?
Yeah.
Look, let me come on like a
I mean, what I'm saying is some flaws may be unacceptable. Like,
well,
so
and that's when you sit back, and you discuss it. You have a discussion about it, and you do things to benefit the relationship. So if the flaw is a flaw, that's when you discuss the situation. You don't sit back and hold that person against it. You have a discussion about it where those can be made, where changes can be made.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that the love don't go away, no matter what they always try to tell my wife. Just because you go through trials and tribulations don't mean love go anyway. You're just going through some bullshit. Love don't go nowhere. Unless you keep bullshitting and keep doing the same shit over and over and keep complaining about the same shit. It's not even worth complaining over.
Well, my question is, why do conditions have such a bad stigma to them? Like, what's wrong with conditions? Like, I mean, in life, how can you get through life? How can you even get through a day without conditions? Like, you might wake up today and see it snowing outside or raining outside and decide, listen, I ain't going to work today. If it's nice tomorrow, I'll go. Or I'm not going outside today. It's conditional. Like, yo, I'll do it if it's right. I won't do it if it's wrong. I mean, we place conditions on everything else in life. Why can't we have conditions in love without it being understandable? I just don't understand that. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. I don't have to love you no matter what. You keep fucking with me. You keep shitting on me. You keep trying to humiliate me. You keep trying to take me down. You keep trying to break me. Why should I continue to love you or deal with you? Why can't I place those kind of conditions that at least point towards mutual love and respect? Why can't that be a condition?
Why does it have to be a condition, though? Why can't it just be a discussion of changing the scenario, what you think that is a condition? It doesn't have to be a narrative. Because sometimes when you talk about a condition, you talk about something that's sometimes when you have a discussion about a condition, it's always put the shit ultimatum things, and things switches up or changes up. But like I say, just if you're having a conversation about certain situations, everything in a relationship is supposed to be able to be discussed. You're supposed to be able to change for the betterment of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people don't want to do that. Oh, I ain't changing this shit. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. Well, you gonna be who you gonna be without that woman. You know? Sometimes you have to make changes to benefit the marriage, or to benefit the relationship with your kids, or benefit relationship period. Everything should not be one-sided.
Well, yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not going to, because once you put a condition on it, right, then all of a sudden you holding them accountable for that condition. No, let's just talk about it. Let's not be held accountable. Let's make it. If we can meet at an even place, then that's different. But if you're sitting up here, if we can't meet, then it's one dimensional. It's on you. This is what you really want to do. Well, if that's the case, we can't be together now. Because we came to a discussion about what's better for the relationship, and you making changes just as well as we making changes, then we can't. It can't be about what you want to do. It got to be what we want to do.
I don't know. I guess I just have I have a problem with certain words that are often taken out of context or not really looked into to the point where people understand what they're saying. Like the word condition. A lot of times we look at the word condition or conditional like it has to be one way or another, but we don't always take into consideration that the conditions may be good, they may be safe, they may be honorable. They are still conditions. You know, you can't change the meaning of the word because you don't like it or you don't like the popularity of the word, or you can't necessarily stick with, like, sometimes we don't even know the meaning of a word. We just know how to use the word. And conditional might be one of those words that we do it. We do the same thing with words like possessive or control. You know, they're controlling and possessive. knowing that everybody likes to be in control. It's not a bad word. It can be abused. It can be abused and it can be misused. But who doesn't want to control their own life? Who doesn't want to?
But we're not talking about us thinking that way. We're talking about, see, 9 times out of 10 when we use the word, these wordings are already embedded in society. When you sit back and you talk about certain situations, you know, people take the wording the way you say it because it's already embedded in society or is embedded in their upbringing. Their mom or they didn't see any sister, they didn't see another significant other go through that shit using that word. You know what I mean? So it switches up every time. Every time you turn around, there's a switch up. You know, like today's the shit that's going on today, it didn't go on back in the day, so.
Yes, it did.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it did.
Well,
yes, it did.
I'm talking about when we was kids. So.
Well, you know why we couldn't see it? Because we weren't in position to see it, and we couldn't see it from a mature standpoint. This shit has always been going on. But and we didn't have the internet showing us all these different examples of people that we never would have met otherwise, you know, giving us this large database of information. But I'm saying it like this. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you this example. I watched the show Divorce Court, right? Now, you know, they've changed hosts a few times over the past years. It used to be Judge Lynn Toller, and that was my favorite one. Well, back in the day, it was damn the older. No, it was the older darker lady. I can't remember her name right now. But then, you know, then they had the little light-skinned judge chick doing her thing. But now they got Star Jones. Yeah, Judge Maybelline back in the day. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Judge Maybelline, yeah.
Now, back in the day. Now it's Star Jones. Now, and the show right now is kind of whack because they're in court for nothing. I don't know what they supposed to be getting because they don't win nothing. They're not discussing any money. There's no settlements. There's nothing. There's basically just relationship show and tell. You know what I'm saying? But anytime a woman comes on the show and she talks about how her man don't want her to wear weave or makeup or whatever, and that's a trigger for Star Jones because she wear a lot of weave and makeup and all of that kind of shit. So she's always accusing men of being too controlling because they don't want their woman to wear weave or makeup or whatever. So, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, now you supposed to be a judge.
Right.
Yet you're being totally biased towards a woman because she has characteristics and does something that you do also. But forget about all of that. I'm going to ask you, and I want to ask the people watching the show: if a man wants his woman to wear her hair a certain type of way or not wear her hair in a certain type of way, does that make him controlling? Because a lot of people will say it does. Well, a lot of people say it does. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make him. It doesn't make him controlling. It's just what he prefers. But it makes him controlling if he doesn't accept the fact that that's what she likes to do. You know, even though if you asking her, she say, no, I like my hair like this, or I like the weave, or I like the lashes I put on, or I like the makeup on. If you met her like that, you can't ask her to change now. You met her like that.
Wait, so I mean, just because you met somebody some way? Well, hold on. Just because you met somebody and they were one way, they shouldn't try to change?
No, if you ask her, it's not have nothing. That's what I just said, for the betterment of the relationship. But if you should ask her, you know, I mean, I know I met you with everything that you wear and everything. Can you tone it down a little bit? Now that's different.
Okay.
Tone it down a little bit. But when you sit back and say, go cold turkey and just, no, I don't like that shit. Don't wear it. It's a way to say it. And it's how you come off. Some people don't know how to come off the way certain people come off. I mean, especially some of them just don't give a fuck. They just ignorant. You know what I mean?
So it matters. It matters the way you say it, not the way you mean it. Because at the end of I said it matters the way you say it, but not as much as the way you mean it. Because at the end of the day, whether you say it nice,
you can come off in a direct way, but not so much ignorant in your tone of voice. Just like you don't want nobody coming off ignorantly in their tone of voice. It's the same way. You don't want nobody to sit back. You don't want nobody saying shit to you in the most ignorant and indirect way. Or the direct way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like this. You go into a gentleman's club and you meet a female that's making $2,500 to $3,000 a night. Y'all get in a relationship and you asking her to quit. I need you to stop dancing. So my thing is, in order for you to tell her to stop dancing, you need to make up the money that she's missing out on. Because that's what you met her at. You met her at that place where she was making $3,000 a night. And $250 might have been your money.
I don't know. I see that differently. I see that way differently.
You see that way?
I see that differently. I see it that way differently.
But it's somewhat the same thing, because if you meet a person that way and now you're asking them to change, it's like you saying, no, I don't think that you. I don't think that I don't like you this way. I don't like looking at you this way. I want to see you something. I want to see something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's how. I mean, but you met me this way. You fell in love with me this way.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, you meet people one way, but they may not be in the place where they need to be when you meet them, or they might not even be in the place where they want to be when you meet them. They may be where they feel like they have to be for that time frame. So like, all right, so we say that when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Well, some people want to know better and not do better. They just want to know. So, all right, even if you take that situation where you met your woman and she was a stripper, whether you met her in the club or whether you met her on the street, that's how she was getting her money. She could have been getting money like that because she had been abused all of her life, and she didn't learn any other better way to provide for herself than showing her body and exploiting herself and putting herself in dangerous situations, because that's what the sex industry is all about. It's about danger. It's not about security. It's not about safety. There's nothing safe about being a stripper. There's nothing safe about being a porno star. There's nothing safe about it. Anything in the sex industry will lead to violence somewhere along the line. Even if it's just a motherfucker stalking you, wanting to get with you, claiming to want to love you and marry you and all of that because he's obsessed or infatuated.
Right.
So I don't see anything wrong with a man trying to put a woman who's a stripper or a hooker or whatever, put her in a better place so they can be together, because he may recognize that if she's shown a better way, not just a better way to make money, but a better way to think, because the way that you think leads you to the way that you make money. There's no way around that. That's why some people would never ever consider taking their clothes off for money. And there are people who would never ever do anything except for doing that. I've never known anybody who worked in the sex industry who had not been abused. I've never known it, because it's not an easy place to go when you have been brought up well adjusted. It's not. Even if you try it just for the money, you're gonna get up out of that, because you're gonna realize, like, I can't be degrading myself. I'm night in and night out, and you're around other women who are in a way worse place than you are. That's not a healthy work environment. You might have actually been doing it for the cash. Like, well, I got this body, and a girlfriend of mine said that I can make this money, so I tried it. But then you around these other bitches that don't have a chance to do shit else. They ain't go to school. They ain't graduate. They got kids. They're on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you around that shit. So I don't see anything wrong with a man trying to, you can call it play Captain Save a Hoe or whatever, but trying to rescue his woman or relieve his woman from that type of thinking, that type of feeling, and that method. Because she's not going to last but so long.
There's nothing wrong with rescuing her. What I'm saying to you, son, is that as you're rescuing her and you're asking her to do that, her thought process is going to say, then what are you going to do to me to provide me with my way of living? Because if she's making $2,500 to $3,000 a night, you got to provide that now.
Oh, yeah?
If she makes that move and you made her and you asked her to do that, you have to provide her with a lifestyle that's conducive to what she was living at.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what she's used to making. That was her way of living.
But her reasons for doing it, if the reasons for her doing it have changed, you don't think that other things change too? Like she might have to just take a pay cut. Yeah, you were making a lot of money. You were making a lot of money doing this, but what's the price of your soul, man? What's the fucking price of your soul? I mean, I can make this shit real easy.
I mean, but you
hold on. I got you. I can make this shit real easy. Okay. Since what you're doing is providing for you and it's making so much money that you have convinced yourself that it's okay to do this, then train your daughter to do the same shit.
Yeah. Well, she's not going to do that.
You know why she's not going to do it? Because she know this shit is dead wrong. It ain't the right thing to do. And she know that her daughter is not going to be in a safe space. And she also knows that if DHS, CPS, DIFUS, or any of those child protective service agencies find out that you've been training your daughter to become a stripper, they're going to take them kids away from you. So you mean to tell me that you're trying to justify a profession that you would not encourage your own children to do? Well, that don't sound like generational wealth to me. But you want me to accept it, but you wouldn't let your babies accept it. So as your man, I have to replace it with an equal, even though you don't feel like in your heart of hearts it's the right thing to do. So you won't take less money to get your fucking soul back and raise your kids right. But I gotta provide for you the exact same money that you was doing what you don't think is right. Really? I don't think I agree.
What you're doing is you talking logically.
And I don't have
like a person that's in that area will be thinking.
Exactly. Which is why I would have to encourage her to remove herself away from that situation and that thinking. Because if she stays in that world, she won't be able to think outside of what brings in the money. She has to get away from the situation in order to think clearly, in order to remove herself from that danger situation. Because the real danger is up here. You don't know how to be safe. So you consistently put yourself in dangerous situations. Your mind, your thinking process is not safe. It's not a safe space, but you want to demonize and call somebody controlling because they're trying to get you to safety. Of course, you're supposed to. It's just like a drug addict. You're supposed to rebel against people who try to get you to change.
So now let's flip the tables around. right? Your woman, you're in a relationship with your woman, right? And you play football. And you just had 2 concussions. So now you get ready to go back.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on a second.
You have a call from.
Hold on. Okay, hold on a second. I'm placing you on hold and then I'm gonna bring you in. Hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead.
And you making millions of dollars playing football, right? All of a sudden, you say, you know what, sweetheart, I want you to be able to live your life to the fullest. I want you to be able to do this, do that, and the other. I want to be able to enjoy life with you. Can you please stop playing football for the betterment of the family? He's up for a contract here. He can make big time money now. Are you gonna get? Do you think that man gonna give it up?
Why is he giving it up again?
Because he done had 2 or 3 concussions, like Tua. Do you think that man is gonna give it up?
I don't know if he will, but he should, and the NFL should actually make him.
Well, why did it make Tua?
Well, they learned from Tua, and now they will make you do it because they don't want to get sued. That's what that concussion protocol and all that shit is about. So yeah, after you get a few concussions, you ain't got to worry about your woman wanting to get you to safety. They going put you out because it's about money and they don't want you to sue. So back in the day, they let you get as many concussions as you want. Turn your brain into jellyfish. But now, since it comes back on them,
you know what you're doing is you're saying you don't have to worry about your woman. I'm saying if she came to him and the NFL never said nothing about it, and she came to him and said that, do you think that he's going to give it up, or do you think that he's going to go through a disagreement or argument with his woman? Because that's something that provides money to the family. Not just him and him, but to the whole family.
I honestly think that he would take it into consideration. Football is
we ain't talking about consideration. We're talking about giving it up.
If you take something, wait, Troy, and we're not talking about. Nobody just stops doing something just because somebody asked them to.
That's what I'm saying now. That's the same thing that a person that's in that other lifestyle that's making $3,000 a night is saying.
I wasn't saying this. I wasn't saying.
Sit back and you're gonna have to provide them with the lifestyle they've been living.
No, because his wife. Wait.
To us as making show them a different way of living.
All right, I see what you're saying, but
can we agree to disagree on that?
No, because it's not over, son. It's not over. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you like this. There are men who will go ahead and provide the same amount of money that she might have been making stripping or whatever she was doing. Okay, so he has replaced the money that she was making with the money that he will provide for her, right? But if he has not helped her to get well mentally and emotionally, even though he's given her the money or even more money than she was making, he hasn't fixed the fact that she may feel like she still has to take her clothes off and dance for men in order to feel important.
And then you have to. Then once you tell her that, and you tell her that you're able to provide her with a different lifestyle than what she's living, and financially she will be secure. And if she still wants to do it, then it's time for y'all to break that thing off.
Well, that's a condition, ain't it?
Huh?
That's a condition.
That's not a condition. Y'all discussed it. Y'all had a discussion about the situation.
Just because
y'all
you can
told her what she was capable of doing and what you wanted to do. She just made the decision to keep doing what she was doing.
Okay.
And you broke it off. That's not a condition.
No, what I'm trying to say to you is just because you discuss something with somebody does not relieve something of being a condition. Because The discussion might be this. Well, listen, I need this from you, and if you can't provide it, then I'm going to have to go. It doesn't mean that we can't talk about it. It doesn't mean that it has to stop overnight. But I'm trying to tell you that I'm trying to go in this direction, and I need somebody who's going to follow me and support me in that direction. If you can't do it, then I'm going to have to go in that direction by myself. Wherever you go, but I'm going this way. I want you to come with me, and I will do everything in order to bring you with me. But if you insist on staying there, then I gotta go without you. Now listen, we can discuss it until we blue in the face, but I'm still going there. I'm going there. So changing somebody's mentality is the hard part. You can change physical things easily, but to change somebody's way of thinking, that's the hard part. So I can take the stripper out of the strip club and I can take the hooker off of the strip. But if I haven't fixed what got her there in the first place, then she's going to return there, whether it's for the money or not, because she hasn't learned a better way. That's it. When drug addicts get off of drugs, it's because they have found a better way to cope with themselves. People are on drugs because they can't cope with their sobriety. That's it. That's really the long and short of it. Their sober life is unfulfilling for whatever reasons. So they choose the escapism of drugs. Now, you can do that with drugs. You can do that with food. You can do that with gambling. You can do that with shopping. You can do it with a whole lot of things. Stripping. You have to find another way to be able to cope with your life's challenges. And it has to be consistent. You can't just do it for the day. A change has to take place gradually, and it has to take you to another place of better change, a better way. So yeah, I can take the stripper out of the strip club and give her the same money or even more money, but her brain, her mentality is still in the strip club. She still has the mentality that she gotta shake her ass or show her ass in order to be important. We gotta fix that. The money ain't gonna fix that. A lot of people say they only do things for the money, but when you get to know them, you realize like, no, there's a bigger problem here. It's a bigger problem here. Shoot, even hand-to-hand drug dealers, little dope boys, they doing it for the money, but you realize they ain't got no education. They don't come from good homes. They ain't had nobody show them a better way. Anybody who learns a better way to make money does not sell drugs. That's all. That's it. That's all to it. When you learn how to make money constructively and you learn how to make good money, you do not choose to sell drugs. You choose to sell drugs when you have limited access to doing anything else that will provide for you. Because that's the only way you're going to choose to be running from the cops, going back and forth to court, sacrificing your freedom, being shot at, targeted, like nobody. People think drug dealing this shit is hard. It's stressful as fuck.
So when Diddy went to Biggie and told him to stop selling drugs, because that's only one lead to one thing, right?
Yeah.
And he stopped doing it.
He didn't stop. He didn't stop doing it. He didn't stop doing it. He didn't stop. He kept doing it. Biggie kept. No, he stopped later. It took him a while to get out of that life. And plus, Biggie wasn't no big drug dealer. He was hand to hand. He wasn't like that. Remember, he was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. He wasn't like that.
So that's what. So, because one thing about it, we're gonna agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, you know, when you sit back and you put what's the word that we've been using?
Condition?
When you put a condition on a person, it's almost similar to putting an ultimatum on it. It is.
I don't see anything wrong with ultimatums. I don't have a problem with that.
Say it again.
I don't have a problem with ultimatums. Some people can't deal with a lot of choices.
Until somebody put one on you.
I've had them put on me many times.
And
so, hey, sometimes if I agree with them, then the answer is yes. If I disagree, then the answer is no. I don't know you putting ultimatums. Yeah, plenty of times. Plenty of times. Shit, we grow up, our parents put ultimatums on us all the time. Do this shit or you get your... It starts there. It starts there. You can't start your appreciation or rejection of ultimatums when you want to. It starts in a place. If we had ultimatums about whether we went to school, whether we worked, whether we got rewarded or punished, they were all ultimatums. But when we get grown, we want to act like this is new material. It's okay when our parents and our older siblings and our other relatives give us ultimatums. But when our peers, when our love interests give us ultimatums, now we want to nah. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me that it's either this or that. Why not? Why not? Most people out here don't even do good with a lot of choices. You gotta break it down. I've learned that the hard way. I don't give out no whole bunch of choices. This or that, motherfucker. That's it. The black or the white, the red or the blue. That's it. Because once you start giving motherfuckers, all right, you can have the purple or the yellow or the green or the pink. Now motherfuckers they want to get all indecisive. Well, I'm not sure. Well, maybe. Fuck all of that. Gray or white. That's it. That's it. We'll get into more colors once you start the mental process of being able to make a decision. Everybody ain't good with a bunch of decisions. That's why so many motherfuckers in jail, because they can't deal with freedom. In jail, they get ultimatums all day, and they're able to thrive in that environment. Out here in the streets, they got too many goddamn choices, and all the choices that they made have led them to the fucking jail. Hold on, man. We got another call on the line. I'm gonna make sure I get him in. We overtime. You done did it again, Troy. You done did it again. I see your ass. Mother. All right. Caller with the last number is 2687. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind, man? What's good? My dude. How you feeling? What's on your mind?
First things first, I always say life is too short to deal with people you don't want to deal with. We in America here, we all got freedom to do whatever the hell we want. And we got the freedom to not deal with no bullshit, especially when it comes to love. If I can't trust you, I don't want to deal with you. And that's my right to do so.
Oh, yeah?
Life is just too short to put up with anything you don't want to put up with. People just don't show no business.
I don't know. I guess the older I get, the more I appreciate quicker decisions. Well, I ain't never been slow to decide nothing anyway. You know what I mean? But I do recognize that you think change is hard. Staying the same is hard as fuck. It's impossible. You learn, you grow. You read different things, you meet different people, you go different places. You're going to get a new you. You're not going to be able to stay in the same place when you're doing and learning different things. It's impossible. It's impossible. You learn better, you will start doing better. Voluntarily or involuntarily. You ain't no choice.
We have it. That's a good thing.
And you know, it's funny because you know, you may have had sometimes when women gain weight.
Did y'all fall down here? Okay, I just want to make sure.
You know, sometimes when some women gain weight, and then they'll buy themselves an outfit trying to get back, that's their goal outfit. Like, yo, I'm gonna be wearing this next year and all of that. And that's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know what I mean, to a certain degree. But when you really think about it, like, yo, I think, man, you better get comfortable with the new you, because even if you get back to that weight, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back to that shape. You got to keep it moving. You know what I mean? That 9'10" might not be the same 9'10". Right now, you fitting comfortably into a 20. When you get back to that 9'10", it might not be the same. You know what I mean? It might not be the same.
That's because everybody do everything but get in the gym. You doing the specialized diet, you taking these pills and shots, this, that, and the other. Go get in the gym and go get healthy. It ain't that hard. People know what they need to do. They don't want to do it. It ain't that hard.
Wait, explain that again.
I was saying, they doing everything but getting in the gym.
Oh.
Like, they're ready to take pills, this Ozempic shit, this special diet, this crazy ass diet.
Go
get healthy. Go work out.
Yeah.
You'll get what you're looking for.
But even if you get in the gym, when you get in the gym, your body is going to progress to a certain place. You still might not look the same as you looked 5 years ago, because now you're building muscle and you're older, and you just may not be the same as you were before. You might be better. You may be worse if you want to look at it that way, but you're definitely going to be different. And your mentality shouldn't be to get back into the same clothes you were wearing. It should be able to get back into the same health condition. But you know what I mean, you can't tell these chicks out here now. You can't tell nothing. Shit, you got chicks out here that you tell them that they pretty the way they are, and they be like, nah, I ain't trying to hear you. It don't matter what you say. It matters what the internet says. It matters what the likes in the comments say. It's like that sometimes. It's something you got to deal with. That might be your woman. That might be the mother of your kids. And that's where she is. At some point, you're going to have to help her remove herself away from that type of thinking, so she can, so y'all may have a chance to have something better. But for right now, that's where she is. You got to deal with it. It's something you got to deal with. All right, we got to get out of here, y'all. I holler. So, I appreciate y'all calling in, man. I really appreciate you.
Man, you funny as shit.
All right. I wish y'all have a great day. You know what I mean? Be safe.
You too, man. I'm gonna call you later on, bro.
I got you. Holla,
All
man.
right,
All right, peace.
All right.
Great calls. Let's do these birthday shout outs and get on the body here. So we gotta do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 18th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Ethan Hauser. Happy birthday to you. And Dwayne Branham, happy birthday. And Miss Bossy Law, go get her, my girl. Miss Bossy Law, happy birthday. And Craig Hamilton, happy birthday, my brother. And Chris Zimmerman, Priceness, Iriton Brine. I think she's probably Haitian, because, I'm just saying. Apostle Dion Ford, happy birthday. And Nakia Nicole and Johnny Robinson. My man's Felicia Edwards, what up? And last but not least, William Reeves Jr. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all. And anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious. January 18th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on to do the damn, to rock out. Rock on to do the damn rock out. Rock on to do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and go hard, go for yours. And hey, yo, she might be the one for you, but sometimes you gotta rearrange things when they come through. Yeah, maybe you could trust her, but not a lot. I trust her with the car, maybe not the spot. Maybe the spot, but not the car. Maybe I trust her to keep in touch with you, who you are. But I don't know if I can be putting on a thong because I ain't that kind of man. And I wouldn't even want to be with somebody who want to see me in that type of space. Let's clear out. Wait, hold up, baby. Why we got to do all this kind of shit? Why are you acting crazy? Why can't we just let the love flow? Why can't I just treat you like a woman and not a hoe? And why you gotta treat me like some kind of pimp? And if I don't do what you want to do, then I'm a simp. And why we always gotta argue? Why we gotta act like we ain't really true to each other? We ain't sisters and brothers, but we close as that. But I'm going to get at a different type of way in a different type of lifestyle. I'm going to do my thing. And in the meanwhile, I need you to catch up so we can go farther. And I ain't trying to be like this. That won't bother you if you ain't on the same page. I ain't going away forever, but I ain't locked in a cage. So I gotta be patient with the love, and I'ma make sure that I put that shit above about anybody else and above the fray. I'm going to do this shit, but I'ma give way, and I'ma try to see your way for a second. I'ma take a minute to win it, a second to wreck it, respect it. Yo, what we going to do tomorrow? Are we going to be happy as hell or sorrow? Will it overcome me and take me into a depression? Are you going to teach me the wrong kind of lessons? I'm going to try to keep you keep you safe and keep you out of danger. But I got to rearrange your way of thinking because you're putting us in a crazy position. And I ain't on that type of mission. I ain't fishing for no kind of shit that ain't there. I'm only trying to make it for you better when I'm here. And I'm here for you, baby. You can ask me for anything because you're my queen and I'm always treat you like my king. And that's my thing. I just want to be able to talk and do the thing, walk the walk. All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. But here's the thing. The Eagles game starts at 3:00, according to this app. Now I'm thinking it must be because it's the playoffs. But it says that the game starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be here at 1, but we only going to be able to do the show for an hour. Because I'm going to have to get down to the stadium. That shit going to be on fire. That shit's going to be on fire, baby. So we're going to do it like that. So we will be here on time tomorrow, 1 p.m. And we only going to do it to 2. Ain't going to be no overtime. Matter of fact, at 1:55, I'm going to start bitching. All right, we got to get on about it here, man. I'll holler back. I mean, go see my team do the thing. I want y'all to have the best day available and maybe even better than that. Oh, let's see how that poll did. Hold on. Let me see what the final results of the poll. Do you think that there has to be a high level of trust in order for the love to be real? 83% out of 24 votes said yes, and 17% said no. All right, not bad. So it seems like go-getters, urban therapists, kind of on the same page. All right, y'all have a great day. Maybe even better than that. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I see y'all next time. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, Crazy Steve, Jen Ramirez, Cheryl Halsey, Stacy White, Grown Woman Don't Try Me, T. Carey Wright. Let me see, who else? Oh, the single Blackjack Della. And anybody else high up on the line, if y'all still here, charge it to my head, not my heart. I holla. Peace, y'all. All right.